we have an opportunity. But if we don't take advantage of training our youth with da'wah, then what's going to happen is even if we have big numbers, they're just going to melt away. And if your children become billionaires but then they're kuffar, what's the point? And I'll end with this. I was in Venezuela, not recently, in 1997 maybe, 97, 98, something like that. I'm getting old too. And this is a time when Venezuela economically was very strong. And we were there for da'wah. And we went to a city where, as we were entering the city, the local brothers, they were telling us that in this city, the wealthiest man in the city is Muslim. And they said, we want to go visit him because he gives a lot and he's very, and they were saying even like the governors and at that time the president, they come to visit him in his house. He's that wealthy. And he was originally from, I don't want to mention the exact country, but the area of Sham. Syria, Palestine, Lebanon, Jordan, this whole area is Sham, right? Not just Damascus for you guys. But he had been there for more than 60 years in that city. And he had, we were driving and they would tell us, you see these buildings on the side? Those are all his. You see those shopping malls? Those are all his. You see that housing complex with 500 homes? Those are all his. He owned half the city. SubhanAllah, we were in the masjid, we had done street da'wah, we had spoken to Muslims, we were having lectures, we were doing as what we're doing here. And a brother came and said, look, there's a janazah that needs to be made, we need somebody to come. And the brothers of the masjid, there was nobody. They said, we don't have anybody of knowledge, we don't have an imam, this, can you lead? I said, okay. So some of our brothers, and I was there, and with the brothers we were going, and we didn't know who it was at first. When we went, there was guards, and there was big fences, and you had to go up in this private estate, and we found out it was actually that brother. And he had passed away while we were there. And he had written a will and a testament. He said, if I die, call the masjid, I want to be buried as a Muslim. When we got to his house, it was like something you can't even imagine. Trump would be looking at it going, wow, that's a big house, right? It was just amazing. Marble and chandeliers and all kinds of art and this and this. When we got to where they had the body, they had him in a box with a big cross on it. From here, all the way down here, big black wooden cross. He told us to come pray janazah, he had a cross on him. They said, this guy, all his children are Christian today. In fact, 2 of his children were evangelical Christians who were using that money their father earned to misguide people to Christianity. And not because the children believed in Christianity or no, it's because he married a non-Muslim woman and he never gave her da'wah. And her family and her culture and the norm of the culture was Christian. So when the children used to celebrate Christmas growing up and go to church, he never took them to the masjid. So the environment overpowered them. And then the children said, look, we're gonna bury him as a Christian. Even though his lawyer was telling him, look, in his will he said, I want to be buried as a Muslim. So we were arguing with them. In the end, all we could do was ask them to take the cross off so we could pray janazah on him. And we prayed janazah on him because as we know he died as a Muslim. But after that, they did the whole Christian ceremony on him. So now you tell me, what's the point of the billions and the cars and the mansions and the buildings? What did he leave behind? His children don't even know their heritage. None of them knew even salam alaikum. We told them salam alaikum. We didn't know. And we told them salam alaikum. They were like, como taibo, which is their way of saying como estas. They didn't even, no, not even wa alaikum. So they're just regular Venezuelans today. So what was the point? So think about you and your children and your future. And inshallah, leave a legacy, a sadaqah jariyah.